In the bustling city of Evergreen, where skyscrapers touched the clouds and people hurried like ants in a storm, lived a barista named Sophia. She was in her early 20s, juggling college classes and a part-time job at a cozy coffee shop called Brewhaven. Life hadn't been kind to Sophia lately. Her grandmother, the woman who'd raised her, had passed away, leaving her with mounting bills and a heavy heart. But Sophia believed in the power of each kindness, a phrase her grandma often whispered. Every single act, no matter how small, sends ripples into the world. One rainy Monday morning, the shop was packed with grumpy commuters. At the front of the line stood Mr. Harlan, a stern accountant known for his sharp words and perpetual frown. As Sophia handed him his usual black coffee, he grumbled about the weather and tossed exact change on the counter. But today, something shifted in Sophia. Remembering her grandma's words, she smiled warmly and said, "You know what? This one's on me. Have a brighter day." Mr. Harlan paused, surprised. He looked at the steaming coffee, then back at Sophia, a rare hint of a smile touching his lips before he rushed out into the rain. Little did Sophia know that one free coffee was the pebble dropped into a pond. Mr. Harlan hurried to his office, where he worked as an accountant. His boss, Lena, sat at her desk, a worried frown creasing her forehead. She was a single mom with a broken-down car and mounting bills. Hearing her sob softly, Mr. Harlan approached and said, "Lena, I know you mentioned needing a ride home. Well, take a cab. Consider it an advance from your paycheck." Lena's eyes widened. "Oh, Mr. Harlan, I wouldn't want to impose. Nonsense." "Pay it forward," he said, echoing Sophia's words without realizing it. "Help someone else when you can. It'll make you feel better, I promise." Lena, overwhelmed with gratitude, nodded, dabbing at her eyes. That evening, she baked cookies and brought them to her neighbor, Mr. Garcia. He was an elderly widower who lived alone and rarely had visitors. Seeing the delicious treats on his doorstep, a wide smile lit up his face. "My goodness, Lena, these are wonderful." "You're a lifesaver." Lena blushed. "Oh, it's no trouble, Mr. Garcia. Just thought you might enjoy some company." And indeed, over cups of hot cocoa, Lena discovered that Mr. Garcia wasn't just enjoying cookies, but also the warmth of human connection. The next day, Mr. Garcia was out walking, enjoying the crisp air when he spotted a young boy, Jamal, sitting on a park bench after school. The boy looked lost, and Mr. Garcia noticed that his bike chain had snapped. Knowing a good bike shop nearby, Mr. Garcia walked over and said, having some trouble there, "Son." Startled, Jamal nodded, showing the broken chain. Mr. Garcia, a former mechanic, fixed it on the spot. "There you go." Good as new. Then, noticing the cloud of sadness around the boy, he engaged him in stories of his youth, reminding Jamal that even when life seemed gloomy, help was always around the corner. Inspired by Mr. Garcia's kindness, Jamal raced home and helped his little sister with her homework, something he'd been too cool for lately. His sister, beaming, grabbed crayons and drawing paper. That afternoon, she drew pictures for their mail carrier, Ms. Patel, who often delivered packages with a cheerful wave. Over the years, the family had come to rely on her efficiency and thoughtfulness. So they left a note with the drawings taped to the mailbox. "Thank you, Ms. Patel, for always bringing us our packages with a smile." Ms. Patel, touched by the child's artwork and kind words, felt a surge of happiness. Today was a particularly hectic, so she decided to surprise one of her regular customers. Mr. Thompson, the teacher at the local elementary school, often looked frazzled, so Ms. Patel arrived at his house early, leaving a cheery note on his doorstep. "Start your day with a smile because kindness matters most." Moved by the gesture, Mr. Thompson organized a class project where his students collected canned goods for the local homeless shelter. One of those students was Sophia's classmate. And when Sophia heard about the project, she immediately joined. As they sorted through the donations, Sophia overheard stories of how the chain had started. With her simple coffee gift, tears welled up as she realized the ripple had come full circle, easing her own grief and filling the city with warmth. Soon, Evergreen buzzed with random acts of kindness. Strangers held doors, shared umbrellas, and left encouraging notes on windshields. Sophia's coffee shop became a hub with a pay-it-forward board where people pinned their tales of giving and receiving. Each story inspired more acts of kindness, proving that each small gesture echoed into eternity. In the end, Sophia learned that each kindness isn't just a drop, but a force that multiplies, healing hearts and binding communities together.